Take it. Take it all in right now. But we got leg day with Coach Eric today. He's running the show today, y'all. Yeah. He's running the show today.
If Eric was running the show, we'd be going home.
We'd be what?
We'd be going home.
Yeah, geez. Good morning, bro. Come on, do it up.
Better take that back. I probably will now. Cheers!
Cheers.
So, I mentioned on my Instagram story a few days ago that for my YouTube video this week, I want to talk about some questions that people might have for me. And I asked people to give me questions, and I had like 4 responses, and only 2 of them were questions about like fitness. So I'm just gonna make up questions that like I had at the beginning of my journey, bodybuilding and during prep. Things that I couldn't really like find on YouTube or from anybody else that I wanted to know when I was starting. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go over some things that might help somebody, and that's the reason why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, was because I didn't see a lot, especially for figure prep. So if this is your first time for prepping for a bodybuilding show and you're doing figure, stay tuned because I've learned a lot. Okay, so first question is going to be more like about me, why I started prep. So why did I start bodybuilding? There were many reasons. It was really like towards the end of last year that I really decided that this is something I wanted to do and go for. And really the main thing was because I never thought that I could do it. So I wanted to do something that I never thought was possible and kind of prove to myself that I could do it. Basically, to summarize, proving to myself that I can do something that I never thought I could do, and seeing where this journey takes us, because this is lifelong, you know, like I don't have to stop doing this. For drum corps, I aged out, I was too old. So this is a lifelong journey and we're just getting started. Stick around. Okay, so I feel like this should be the next question. What do you deal with body dysmorphia?
Bro, you know what?
That's a big thing. Yeah, you just have to trust that, like, especially if you're working with a coach, you have to trust that they see you as you are, and like that when you send in your check-in pictures, that they really, when they tell you you look good, you really do look good. The only way that body dysmorphia is ever gonna be like a real problem is if you let it. If you let it consume you. You just have to trust the process, trust your coach, you know, trust your work that you're putting in every single day. You have to trust yourself. So I trust myself. Really I trust my coach too. I know he wouldn't lie to me. I know he has the experience. He's been doing this for a very long time. He's a champion himself 5 times. He's about to be 6. So I trust this guy, and I know that he wouldn't lead us in the wrong direction. So on days that we feel small, I know that we're not. It's just the mind. So the mind's playing tricks. But you gotta tell it to shut the up. Alright, y'all, so another question that I had when I first started this journey was, do you eat a lot less on prep? And it's like, I don't want to be hungry, and you hear so many stories of like people being hungry and getting eating disorders and all of this stuff. But I will say, if you have the right coach and they know what they're doing, you are not gonna go hungry, I promise you that. The only thing is we are eating very clean foods. So it's been chicken, turkey, or fish 4 times a day with beans or just green vegetables, but we chose green beans. So it looks something like this. This is pretty much what we're eating. Oh my god, that's an onion. I thought that it was raw. I was like, oh my god. And there's my little pumpkin. Hi, my biggest supporter. That's pretty much what we've been eating, especially now since we're doing a peak week. That's all we've been eating 3 or 4 times a day, and like we're hungry now because we have a lot less calories because we're not eating rice. But normally throughout the week we're still eating 2 meals with rice, 2 meals with just the protein, the vegetables. So yeah, we are still eating a lot. We're still eating 6 meals a day. We have breakfast in the mornings, which is our eggs, egg whites, and then a little bit of protein, and then 4 meals of chicken and vegetables. Sometimes I just combine 2 of them because 2 of them are 5 ounces of chicken, 2 of them are 4. So sometimes I'll just combine the 4 if I'm really hungry. And then really the only thing else we can eat right now is sugar-free Jell-O. So we freeze it actually, and it makes like this delicious icy popsicle Jell-O. It's so good, and it like normal Jell-O you'll eat in 1 or 2 bites. So it just lasts a little bit longer. It's a little better, more satisfying to eat. But yeah, for now, we have been very hungry this week, but that's to be expected for a peak week. But I promise you, we are losing a lot of fat and still maintaining or gaining a lot of muscle during this whole prep. So yes, we eat, but we also spend a lot of money on groceries, which that's another question I will get to next. Pumpkin's not supposed to be on the table, but I don't know where the spray bottle went, so for now, I'll allow it. Anyways, so another question I thought of, I was actually just watching back the last question that I did about the food, and I saw like this snack pile over here, the M&Ms, the bananas, and all this stuff, man. Like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. So I guess the next question would be like, how do you deal with cravings and temptations, especially when you're living with other people? So currently I have a pretty full house, but the good thing about it is that like we're all never here at the same time, and when we are, it's at night and we're just chilling and getting ready for bed, and we're like eating our meals together or whatever. But it is very hard when we're the only 2 that are like really on this strict diet and eating very healthy in the house, and then everybody else is just busy, caught up with life and working, and just doesn't make the time to cook as often as we do. It's very hard. They bring home fast food a lot, and it just fills the whole house, especially like the Church's chicken, the fried chicken. Oh my god, so good. And then all these snacks over here, like these, a lot of these are from the Philippines. Like those back there from the Philippines. I feel like those aren't even good. That's not even a problem. These protein bars aren't even that good, but I really want one. The Snickers bar right there, M&Ms. Vincent, you know what? I'll let him tell you. I'll let him tell y'all. But these are like my favorite snack from the Philippines, y'all. And I am saving these. I'm gonna bring them to the room, okay? It's my room. Keep them in there until after the show because they're just so good. It's like a shortbread cookie. God, they're just so good. And it's so hard, but okay, so back to the question, how do we deal with that? We have a goal, in mind. Like, we have a goal that we've been working for since the beginning of the year, and even though our bulking diet wasn't the best, you know, we were still pretty on it. And like, we're 7 weeks out, and at least for me, none of this stuff is gonna be worth it to cheat with. So how's the temptation with all of this food that we have here?
In all reality, when I first started prep, I was sneaking in a couple M&Ms. I was sneaking a gummy bear or two, gummy worm or two, a chip or two, you know? Yeah, I was losing weight. But as we got closer, now that we're seven weeks away, I noticed that I had a plateau, okay? And I was like, holy crap, it's been a week and I haven't dropped anything. I promised myself to commit to doing my best, and when you have an M&M or two and you're not on track of your diet, you know that. Like, I knew that. So, I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I want to do my best and I don't want to lie to myself. So that's how I'm fighting the cravings right now, because whoever struggles and suffers the most on prep is the person that's going to really win.
Okay. What is it like living with people on prep? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it...
Can I say two things?
Yeah.
Yes.
One, it's kind of bad because you guys are moody.
No
Moody as
way.
fuck. Yeah, you guys snap. Like, when you guys are hungry and then you guys sleep late, the next... Dude, you guys are moody. And then second, I feel bad because I know you guys want to eat the cookies we bring home. And I want to give you some cookies. But I feel bad that you can't eat the cookies.
But you still bring it home.
For me, but I know you guys want some, and I know you guys like eating like cookies.
When was the last time we snapped at you?
I don't remember. I can't see, but I don't like thinking. I don't like keeping that in my brain.
She
But
blocked
I
it out.
Well,
I just ignore it.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, Cheryl.
I understand, but
But besides that, it's not too bad, right?
yeah,
It's not too
Not too bad.
I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's kind of depressing too. I see you guys just eating chicken, and you guys look so sad.
bad. It's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
Like yesterday when we went to the office, I saw Anna open her container. It's literally like this flat chicken and a few.
That chicken was
spoonfuls-
actually bomb.
a few spoonfuls of green beans. She's just like poking at it. I'm like, dang.
It was pretty good, actually. But
But other than feeling sad for y'all and you guys snapping, that's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, we are back. So we're on our way home from the gym. Today is Saturday. We had carbs today, finally, after 6 days of no carbs. We had water. We got really pumped at the gym, and it was a decent workout for like 45 minutes. Not a lot of time. We gotta go see some friends. But anyways, next question that I had is, how do you balance work, life, and prep? So for me personally, it's not too bad because I work in a gym. I really do feel like I'm running all over the place though. Like all day long, I'm working between 3 gyms, and I have different clients that I have to take care of while doing my cardio in between, and it's hard to find time to, you know, like if I only have 30 minutes in between, or if I have an hour, then I can get 30 minutes done of cardio. Sometimes I don't have that time and I just have to save it till the end of the day. But the cardio is really the biggest issue, and maybe it's the same for you. Vincent, his situation is a little bit different than mine. You know, like it's easier for me because I can be at the gym and get stuff done like in between if I need to, but Vincent actually has a job like that you do. So
I like your answer, because like the purpose of these questions to ask is to be like authentic and real, right? And share our real life experiences. I feel like sometimes when people ask questions about how life really is when you're an entrepreneur or trying to build something great, I feel like I hear a lot of like sugarcoating, and man, it's not the easiest thing. Being on prep in the beginning was very difficult. I felt like it affected my business a lot because I didn't know how to manage my time in the beginning. I enjoy talking to people, but I also lose track of time very easily because I'm having so much fun working out with people, catching up and talking about life, that I start to neglect my business. And then, you know, income went down, struggles. But I realized that I can't have everything in life, especially when you're on prep and you have to run a business and build something and create content and connect with people, call people, make appointments. I had to give up a few things. So I started a new venture in the financial industry, which is Final Expense. A little bit about that is helping seniors get burial coverage. And man, it's like door knocking, cold calling, buying leads. It's legit a business. It's my business, but it's also my job. Going to full circle, I'm gonna end it with this. Prep takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of mental fortitude. I have to come home and still be okay with what's going on outside of the gym and my struggles outside. And you know, I'm just very grateful to have Anna and my family, you know, so supportive of this journey. And right now we're not making money off of prepping. We're not making money off of content creating. This is like a very big investment for us. You know, we don't know what the future is gonna hold when it comes to this prep. Like, yeah, we say that we're gonna win, we're gonna take home the gold, all these great things, but we could also lose and not win anything. But all I know is we're winning because we're doing something outside of our comfort zone. We're risking like income, we're risking our time to do this, and right, there's a chance to fail, there's a chance to lose everything that we've built. But there's also a very big chance to win everything. And I'm gonna take that chance. We're gonna take that risk and go hard or freaking die trying. Stick around, you know, join us. If you can help us in any way, that'd be great too. Or if you can think of ways we can help you, let us know. Okay, there you go.
Oh, thank you, baby. That was a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of leads to my next question, which is more for me. Is it hard being in your 20s and not going out every weekend and not having that social life? So I'll answer that in a minute. I don't know if this is a question that like a lot of people have, but for me, since I am the one in my 20s.
I feel like I'm in my 20s, okay?
I had like a very short-lived party phase, so that is just not congruent to my life and what I want to be doing. I realized that partying and drinking and going out all weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't benefit me in any way, and it doesn't get me to anywhere that I want to be in life.
But it's lit though.
It's lit, yeah, for a little bit, but I got sick of it like real quick. I don't like waking up and not having energy for the gym, because at that point, like, I was trying to be consistent in the gym, and that was not helping me at all. So that was something that I never really wanted to do, but it's not really that hard not to go out. But the thing is, like, having a social life while you're on prep. So I think that's more of like a general thing rather than just being in your 20s and wanting to party. That's not everybody. So even just having a social life, and I chose to wait to answer this question until now because we're literally heading to a friend's birthday party. So we're drinking our protein shakes. We are eating our amazing rice cakes. They're these, not sponsored, but they're at HEB Magic Pop. These are the salted caramel, and then there's like chocolate drizzled ones and this cheese flavored one. They're so good. Yeah, so we prepare throughout the day to be able to go out and do things whenever we're invited, or when it's someone that's important to us, you know, we're gonna make time. And
can I add to that just real quick?
Yeah.
It's just when people invite us to go out, it's like super late, and we gotta wake up at 5:30, make our egg whites, cut veggies, like, and then eat the food. And then sometimes we be moving a little slow, and we're supposed to be at the gym with our coach at 6 a.m. but we don't get there till 7. But we still gotta wake up early, you know, and we go out, but just not so late, you know. Like right now it's 7. We're supposed to be at our friend's place. Nick, bro, if you're watching this, we're supposed to be at his place at 6. It's 7:08. Because we want to be in bed by 10. And, you know, it hasn't happened yet that we've had gotten more than 6 hours of sleep, which sucks. So imagine going out on the weekends, you know?
You gotta have a social life too. Your life can't be completely consumed by this prep. Like, you're surrounded by people who love you and support you and understand that you can't always go out with them and aren't begging you and tempting you. And that's another thing too, is we have been very clean from alcohol and weed. I feel like it's okay to talk about.
We're being as real as possible, right? So
yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Mom, but like, yeah, we've been clean from alcohol, from weed, and because not only because we have to be, but because it's not benefiting us in any way, especially the alcohol. The biggest difference we felt is I would just get super tired. I wouldn't be able to wake up in the mornings after smoking at night. Like, it's not like it was a crazy thing. Like, we didn't do it all the time. It was just like at night, at the end of the day, sometimes to wind down and go to bed. But then I can't wake up in the morning, so I need to be alert and awake, especially in the mornings, to work out, and even more importantly for my clients in the morning. So I do have a client that I train at 5:30 in the morning, and if I'm not aware and awake for her, then what's the point?
it too is it's a sin, man. It's a sin to be intoxicated of anything, like porn. I don't know if I want to get into this right now, but it's quick, okay? Like porn, people don't know they're addicted to porn until they like really look at the way they consume it. Man, like, I don't want to get into. I'm gonna make a full video of that, of the whole porn thing and self-pleasure. And that's a sin, man. It's called lust, right? Alcohol, you know, it's not pure. It alters your decision making. It's a sin to be drunk. Weed is a sin, you know, and I used to justify that, and then talking with the brothers from the church that we go to, I didn't even know what backsliding was until, you know, I got around people that were also backsliding before, but now are fully committed into the covenant of Jesus Christ. Like, I keep going back to this because it's so crucial for us to share, like, how God is working in our lives, and how learning about the scripture and praying, it's helped so much in the adversities of what we're going through, right? But yeah, it's a sin, man. And yeah, it's hard because society has made it so accessible, especially alcohol, especially porn. Society does not talk about the negative effects of porn, alcohol, weed, and and vaping and nicotine and smoking cigarettes and what else? Chewing tobacco. All these things that are vices is not pure. It's not righteous. But who am I to say that? You know, I used to do all of those things. Everything you can think of, I've tried before, and I always justified it. You know, like, oh, I don't believe in God. Like, it's okay, YOLO, all these things. So yeah, it's a sin. Okay, here you go.